What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the 10th and final episode of my NHL 23 Vancouver Canucks franchise mode series. We have still not won a Stanley Cup with this team, even though we've made the playoffs every single season so far. So pretty trash luck in the playoffs. I'm hoping we can finally turn it around in this video. If you guys missed the last couple series, we actually won the Stanley Cup with both Montreal and Saskatoon in the 10th and final season, and that was both those teams' only Stanley Cup. Now, I don't think either of those teams made the playoff every year, so Canucks have had even worse luck here, but I'm hoping, this is year we can turn it around. As you can see, we're currently 3-3 in the preseason. Adam Fox, they're kind of popping off, 9 points in 6 games. I will mention too, guys, obviously, if you've been paying attention to the hockey world at all, the Vancouver Canucks are in pure turmoil right now with Bruce Boudreau being fired and everyone knowing about it for the past week, bringing in Rick Tocchet as new head coach, all the injury stuff with Tanner Pearson. So I'm hoping for Canucks fans, I can, do something for you by winning the Stanley Cup this year and bringing some success to your team, at least in the virtual world. Now, as you guys can see, we got Misa, Jack Hughes, who everyone wanted me to trade for, and Amonte on the first line, getting a +5. Betts are back in the team, playing with Barzal and Petey on the second line, also get a +5. If you guys didn't know too, Barzal's a BC native. Third line there, you got Kako, Svechkov, and Perron, they get a +3. Sexton, Tsunemi, and Pagaduin, fourth line. No chemistry boost, but Pagaduin and Sexton, both medium elite, so if you're wondering why they're lower rated, they're also both kind of better fourth liners. Pagaduin's a grinder there, Sexton to a fourth, actually really good defensive stats, so I'm hoping they grow, I'm hoping they do well. In terms of the defense, amazing top four. Theodore Fox get a +5, Luke and Quinn get a +2, then have Jack Minution on the bottom pair of the -1, but they're pretty solid. Goaltending here, we got Harenstam starting, 90 overall. I still can't believe, he was the backup option. We ended up getting him. I just noticed too, 99 glove low, 97 glove high. That's pretty ridiculous. Also too, an 85 poise for a created goalie. That's actually really good. When was he drafted? Yeah, second round, 2025. Yorgi there backing him up. Only an 80, but that'll do. In terms of the power play, that first unit I think is really sick. Power play 2 here also looks solid. Foreign power play 1 decided to have all 3 Hughes brothers on it, because I think that'd just be awesome putting that out. Foreign power play 2 also looks good. I think every single power play gets the +5. In terms of the PK, PK1's +5. You can see PK2 here is a +2, PK3 -1, but still not terrible. And right here you guys can see 3-man 1, 3-man 2, which is actually just the 3 Hughes brothers, which is kind of sick, I thought. 3-man 3. So overall, I feel like this team looks solid. I think I saw some people saying bring Bo Horvat back for the final season. So if he's available for not too much, we could definitely do that. Honestly, he could take over fourth line center role depending on his rating. I feel like Svechkov's just too good to have on the fourth line. Look at those defensive stats. Just total shutdown guy. Now, in terms of the AHL here, we've got Banting, who's actually kind of a sneaky beast. 92 passing there, 90 shot. Unfortunately, I would have had him, honestly, third line right wing NHL. Just, I think he gave it +1 max. It might have even been a 0 chemistry with him in Perron's spot, so I figured it wasn't worth it. He's playing there with Colson Petrie and Martone. We got Beckman on the second line with Peterson and Pelche. Bakos, Lockhart, and Ginla. Wegronowski there with Douglas and Likens. Likens actually another medium elite player. Probably should be traded though at this point. You can see the defense there. Frazier's medium elite as well. Everyone's mid-70s. Goaltending, hiking there starting. Savannah backing him up. Also medium elite. And I think we have another medium elite goalie scratched. Yeah, and Peterson. And we might even have another one that's not even signed. So a lot of medium elite players to work with. We've also got, a good amount of draft picks. Also, guys, in regards to the captaincy, I thought it'd be fun to have only the Hughes brothers wearing letters. So you got both Jack Hughes and Luke Hughes there wearing A's. And, of course, Quinn there still wearing the C. I'm going to show you guys our ratings here to start this season. We've gotten really lucky so far, like I mentioned, in the 10th season, the last 2 franchise modes. We can win a cup again here. I feel like there's definitely something in the game where, you have better odds in your final season of franchise. So, as you guys can see here, we got 99 offense, 96 defense, 89 goaltending. I see Brian Pollock now on the Vegas Golden Knights there with Nico Hischier. So, they're the team that knocked us out last year. I wouldn't mind getting some revenge this season. Let's get started. Alright guys, we're in December now, and I'm not really liking what I'm seeing. We're 19-14-1, which isn't a terrible record, but we've actually got the last wildcard spot right now in the West. We do have a couple games in hand, though, on the Flames there, so if we win both of those, we'd actually be ahead of the Oilers even. It's close, pretty big lead on any central wildcard teams, but still, team's pretty stacked. I feel like they should be playing better. And then AHL-wise, we're actually 500. I thought the AHL team was better than that, but I mean, they've already won their Calder Cup, so not the end of the world. Let's see here. Leading score right now, Martone, over a point per game. That's awesome. Amonte also over a point per game with 32 goals. I mean, when you have, amazing playmakers, Jack Hughes, Michael Misa, that makes a lot of sense. Hopefully, if he could have, I don't know, 60 goal season, that'd be sick. Alright, guys, so luckily our last 2 months were really strong. We're 38-23-1 now, first in the division, and that's with a 5-game losing streak in February. So, I mean, if we didn't have that, we'd probably be the clear frontrunners. Avalanche there, 81. Wow, yeah, so we're 3rd in the NHL now after kind of a slow start. AHL team is actually positive, but still 8th in their division. That's nuts. So the division we're in is just stacked, the Pacific there. But what are you going to do? Let's see here. Martone still over a point per game with 48 assists. NHL-wise, Michael Misa now leading scorer on the team with 68 and 62. So, again, at the deadline, like I said, a lot of people said they wanted Horvat. I actually sent a couple days short there. So, let's get to the deadline, actually. Clearly buyers last year of this thing. Let's try and... Oh, no!
Are you serious?
I didn't mean to do that. Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, my God. I mean... I don't know. Maybe that was meant to be. Maybe... You know, this team is a playoff contender. They're ready to make the Stanley Cup happen, and I wasn't supposed to make any trades. Oh my gosh. Chibrikov there to Anaheim for a first. I can't believe I did that, guys. Misa's got 69 points. Nice. Let's take a look here and see who was traded. Oh my gosh. I'm actually so annoyed at myself right now. So, let's take a look here. Michelli there to Carolina. Lawson Crouse to the Blues. Mukamaldin there to the Flames. Goulet to the Panthers. Lambos to the Blues. Sam Benther goes to the Flyers. Let's see, anything else really big? Mikey Anderson to the Coyotes. Sebastian Costa to the Flyers. Barbashev to the Avalanche. Dubé to the Coyotes. Timo Meier goes back to the Sharks. I feel like that happens a lot where players return to their old teams. Really nothing too crazy. So, I mean, we have a good record right now. I do apologize because, like I said, people are saying they want me to get Horvat. Let's go take a look. I'm just seeing if I can find Horvat. See how good he would have been. Alright guys, so I just found Bo Horvat. He's on the LA Kings, making almost $9 million there as an 85 overall player. So, I don't think we could have fit him in. Even at 50%, if you guys watched the last episode, we barely got this team under salary cap. As you can see, we got 152K there in salary. Now, that is with Peterson scratched right now. So, we could have opened up $1 million. But yeah, I don't think there was any way we could have brought Horvat in. We'd have had to send out a $3 million player. So, it would have been Kakko, which is a downgrade. Svechnikov, I think, is actually better defensively. Yeah, so I don't think that could have happened. So that's at least good to know that, you know, we didn't miss it on that trade. Definitely still could have done something with all their prospects and picks, but whatever. I guess, you know, more realistic. We're not completely tearing down the team in the final year. Now, speaking of the scratch player, guys, I do want to see how the two medium league guys are doing. Pagadu in there, 5 goals, 5 assists. I mean, doesn't look terrible. Hard to get a read on his, like, defensive game. Sexton, 9 goals, 9 assists. He's a +4. I mean, the fact that they're plus players on the fourth line, I mean, I really can't complain with that. Probably just leave them in, honestly. Again, I think the team is playing, you know, pretty well here. One thing I actually forgot to point out, guys, Vegas Golden Knights last in the division there by quite a bit. They actually fired their head coach, so I guess we got, you know, some justice there after what they did to us last season, but still, we got to win the cup this year. Like I said, maybe my misclick was meant to be. Let's hope. Alright guys, for the end of the season now with a record of 48, 30, and 4. I'd say a pretty solid year. Really, I think this team should have put up 50 wins, but it's not too bad. One thing that kind of sucks, look at this. 100 points, and we're a wild card team. Like, are you kidding me? Oilers there actually had 1 extra point, the Kraken 3 extra. So we needed those 50 wins to not be a wild card team, get a better matchup, but looks like we're playing, I'm not even actually sure, both the Kings and the Avalanche have 105. So one of the two. Red Wings 111, winning the President's Trophy. Okay, I mean, obviously I like to see that. AHL team, are you kidding me? They actually found a way into the playoffs. They're 4th in the Pacific after being 8th at the deadlines. So they had a huge run the last couple of months, finishing with a record there 41, 27, and 4. Martone popped off 86 points, pretty much all assists, but still awesome to see from him. NHL-wise, Michael Misa over a point per game, 91 there in 82. Really does suck. He never put up 100 for us, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about 91 points. Hughes there was also over a point per game. Amante, 52 goals, so he finally got that 50-goal season. Fox had 70 points to D-man. Like, come on. PD 69. With these top 5, I feel like we should have done better. Barzell 52. Theodore there 47. Besser 46. Making 1.3 million. That's not bad at all. Quinn Hughes 41. Svechnikov there, you know, put up a good amount of points just playing PK third line. Kakko, I think, you know, could have done a bit better for us. Luke Hughes is not bad. Perron 33. First time playing for us. You can see the fourth line there again. I feel, you know, produced decently. Like Tsunemi 31 points. 8 minutes of ice time a night. That's not bad at all. Goaltending wise, Herenstam 900 save percentage, 3.2 goals against. Yorkie there, so much better numbers. He's 10 overall lower. Like, I don't really understand that. Obviously lower sample size, but this guy like looks like he should be a beast. He has really no holes in his game at all, so I don't quite understand that one. AHL wise, let's see. Ooh, the starter's not too great. Under 900 save percentage. Usually the AHL goalies do better than that. You can see the backup there also doing better, even though I think he's also like 10 overall less. 68 now. I think he started the season though as a 67. Let's see. So behind Martone, You got Petrie there, 64. Banting, 62. He was the guy who was kind of like a sleeper, as I mentioned. Beckman, 51. Pelche, basically 50. I mean, the AHL team, I think, could definitely go on a bit of a run here. So I'll take a look at the entire league, see where Misa finished. Robertson, 116. 62 goals as well. Stuchel, a huge year there with 110. McDavid, Will Smith, Yamamoto, Bedard, Wright, McKinnon, Barnaby. So unfortunately, Misa did not make the first page. Yeah, Robertson, 62 goals there. Does win the Maurice Richard. Kind of figured that'd be the case. Wow, okay. Fox was 1 point off the defensive scoring leader. Eric Branstrom again, he's been an absolute beast in this franchise with a plus 38. So if that was like, say, a minus 20 or something, Fox probably could have won the Norris. Although McCarthy has an even better plus minus, same amount of points, so maybe not. But pretty crazy to see just how good Branstrom's done here. Who's this guy? Caden Neese, 86. He put up a ton. Goals, tiny stats here. And Nguyen, 40 wins. Are you kidding me? Save percentage. Yorgi had the best. He's a backup, but still kind of nuts. With the goalie, the best save percentage, and he's our backup. In terms of starters, it's this Noah Erliden guy, only 83, putting up those numbers. He's got 79 angles. Like, I just don't get it. Goals against here, who's got the best? Yorgi as well. And then it's this Erliden guy. So he's probably winning the Vezina. 36 wins is not too bad at all. Now, in terms of the entire standings here, guys, obviously, like I said, 100 points for wildcard team. Yeah, look at that. We're 8th in the NHL, and we're in a wildcard team. Like, definitely kind of got done dirty there. Detroit does win the President's Trophy. The top 16 teams all made it, so no one kind of getting screwed, no one squeaking in. Last in the NHL is Vegas Golden Knights. Okay, so maybe that's a good sign. Like, they knocked us out, and now the game's putting them in last. They're getting them out of the way for us. We don't have to play in the playoffs. Flames there, first in goals for. Anaheim third, doesn't even make it. We were 6th there, not bad. Worst goals against there is Vegas. The best is Carolina. And are we anywhere? Actually, yeah, we are. So we're 8th best in goals against. I think we were the 6th best goals for. Like, we're a solid team. I think we can just get a little bit lucky here in the playoffs. We can definitely do some damage. So who's it going to be, Colorado or LA? And we got the Avalanche. Okay, so the real-life defending Stanley Cup champs. I know their team I don't think is as good at this point because they've lost some guys, but they're still solid, obviously. Buchnevich on the first line there with McKinnon, Ranson. They got Krasov, Barbashev, Luke Tuck. 78 Ramirez, third line. Interesting. Zeri, Malgin, Olin, Leroux. They have a 70 in Franzen on the fourth line. Like, come on. Stats aren't even that great. Defensively, Byron McCarr is a nasty top pair, but our top pair literally matches up. Our second pair is a lot better than Faber, Girard. Moser there with Benning's not bad. Bottom pair, though, anyone starting, Goudreau backing him up. So, obviously a solid team, but I really do think our team's better on paper. And I mean, if you look there, they only actually had one more win than us to win the President's Trophy. So, like, we are a really good team. Definitely, I don't think a classic wildcard team by any means. Here we go, guys. First 2 games in Denver. We lose the first one. Come on, win one next. There we go. Heading home to Vancouver. We need a couple wins here. And we do. 4-3 OT win and a 4-3 win. We need one more game now. Or, sorry, I should say one more win to advance to the second round. Unfortunately, Game 5 there. 7-6 OT loss. That was a close one. A 5-4 OT loss. Are you kidding me? Back-to-back OT losses to the Avalanche. This might be our last game. This is insane. I mean, at least, like, it's all been close. Like, 2 back-to-back OT losses. Our 2 wins before that were also 1-goal games. We're up 3-2 after 1. Amonte with the Hattie. Are you kidding me? The natural hat trick. Let's go. Keep popping off. Wow. They tie it up. We need Amonte to come through. Clearly, Barbashev scores early. Power play. PD, let's go. Come on. Power play again. Our power play is deadly, I think, with Jack Hughes on it. McKinnon. Somebody on this team has to tie the game. Power play for the Avs. 8 minutes to go. Our life. Oh my god. There's no way. 3 minutes left. 2, 1. Let's go! Quinn Hughes. 19 seconds left. Are you kidding me? I thought that was it. I thought this team was wrote off. Okay, let's do this, guys. I actually should mention my playoff sim. Someone pointed out McDavid scored the second left. I've never seen that before. But Quinn Hughes 19 in a playoff game. You're about to get eliminated. That's insane. Alright, we're resuming sim here. Who is going to be the hero? Please, somebody on the Canucks. Please. EA gods. Let it happen. We're outscrewing them by 10. Let's go! Jack Hughes. His first season with the team. And he comes in and does that. Wins us the series. Are you kidding me? I was about to cry. I was like, are you kidding me? We're going to be done first round. We now have the Minnesota Wild here up next. I think that they were not much better than us. Wow, they actually weren't better than us at all. I think they're the second wildcard team. Yeah, 48 wins there to 41. Misa almost averaging 2 points a game. All assists pretty much. That's nuts. Let's see what the Minnesota Wild team is looking like. What a first round. I can't believe that. Even if we don't win the cup, that was one of the best playoff matchups ever. Especially, like I said, all those one-goal games. Now, look at the Wild here. You got Kaprizov, Rossi, Boldy first line. Belak there with Carlson, Schaefer. You got Yoki, Yurov, Gregor, Schmaltz, Steele, Stronges. Defensively here, Sandin, Pagic, Cogliano's 79. I mean, come on, the second pairing, you kidding me? He's paired up with Rathbone, obviously former player of ours. Samurikov there, Brodin down to 79, still probably solid defensively. 82, Augustine is their starter. 78, Poise. I mean, I don't know. If this was my team, I wouldn't be feeling confident. Brodin, though, still has really good D-awareness there at 91, and he's still a decent skater. So, I mean, like I said, guys, I think we're the better team, but obviously in the playoffs, you just never know. Literally, anything could happen. I wanted to look, guys. Yeah, okay, I was right. Every single game of the Colorado series was a one-goal game. That is nuts. With 4 of the 7 games going to OT. What a matchup. We got the Wild next year. Wait a minute. The Wild have home ice advantage? That's actually my bad. I forgot they made the playoffs as a central division team, not a wild card team. So that's why they have the home ice advantage. Still, we're the better team, so I like our odds. Let's go to Minnesota here, see what happens. First 2 games. 4-1 win, 3-2 win. Let's go. Head home to Vancouver. Chance to sweep. Never mind, but at least win 1. Are you kidding me? Back to Minnesota. We've had good luck there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
We can win the first 2 games and then lose the next 3 straight. Are you kidding me? Our backs are against the wall again here, guys. We got to win back-to-back games. We got to win at least 1 game Vancouver this series. Come on. 2-2 after 1. Kako, Svechkov for us. Down 4-3. Let's see what happens. Like I said, we got to win at home if we want to have any chance here. Jack Hughes ties it. Let's go. A lot of time left. 15 minutes to go in the third. Power play. Please. Okay, they kill it off. We're outshooting them by a good amount there. About halfway through the third now. Luckily, Jack Hughes has been clutch for us. Another 5-on-3? 5-on... Are you kidding me? We had such a big power play there. We couldn't make something happen. And we're back in OT here with our, playoff hopes on the line. Let's go, Brock Besser. Okay. On Augustine, which is definitely a sick goalie name. But, okay. The team's back in it. Game 7. Do or die again. Let's see if they can make it happen. Here we go, guys. Period 1. 1-1. Amante for us. 2-2. Kako for us. Gregor for them. Resume simulation. We're outshooting them again. Of course. And Rathbone, of course. Are you kidding me? An old player of ours gets a goal on the power play. Sam Steele. This isn't looking good. 4-2. Halfway through the third. Okay, Kako. We have life. We have life. Let's go! Jack Hughes is insane. You guys told me to trade for Jack Hughes. I should have done it earlier. That's the third game he's tied it up. No way. We kill off the power play. And we're back to OT. This is nuts. This is nuts. Jack Hughes deserves it. Let's see. Can he do it? Can we do it?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Well, guys, I feel really bad for Canucks fans, obviously. Not great to look for the team right now. Real life, and even in this game, are you kidding me? 10 straight years of playoffs, can't win a single Stanley Cup. Obviously, we were literally a period away in Season 7. Game 7, Stanley Cup Final, the Rangers took us out. Especially, we had a 3-1 series lead in that Stanley Cup Final. I still cannot believe we could not close that one out. Michael Misa there, 19 points in 14 games. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I mean, I thought, maybe there was some scripting going on. That's why I kept winning in Season 10. But I guess the last 2 years, we just got lucky. You can see Hughes, Besser, both point-per-game players. Jack Hughes, being on the team was definitely a big add. Maybe could have added him earlier, I think. Petey Amante, just under point per game. Fox, not bad for D-Man. Same with Quinn Hughes. I mean, everyone really performed. We just, I don't know, we got unlucky. Now, this isn't good. Our 90 overall goalie had a below 900 save percentage in the playoffs with a 3.58. Again, looking at his stats, 85 points. He should be a good goalie looking at everything. An amazing glove. No weak spots that I'm seeing. A low aggressiveness stat, which is actually good for goalies. Maybe the poke check could be slightly higher, but other than that, that is definitely a weird one. So we'll see the rest of the playoffs here, guys. We'll see who takes home the Stanley Cup. Maybe we get, some award. I will double check, actually, the AHL team. I always forget them when the NHL is going on. They lost in the first round of the Ontario Reign. Okay, so luckily the AHL team at least did get the Calder Cup. Unfortunately, it was when we were making our Stanley Cup run, so was unable to watch that celebration. I don't know, guys. That's just a tough one. I know people are going to say, you need more grit or something on the team, but if you looked at that fourth line, like those are fourth line players. Like everyone was kind of slotted in their correct roles. And look at this, the playoffs are now complete. Stanley Cup champions there. Calgary Flames, one of our rivals. They get it done in year 10. Sharks jump from 10-1 in the final draft. Good for them. Pacific Division just going to get even more competitive. So I will take a look next at that playoff tree, see what the Flames went through. So they beat the Kings in 7, Kraken in 6. They swept the Wild. Are you kidding me? Then they beat the Hurricanes there in 5. Taking a look at the awards here for this final season. Detroit, of course, President's Trophy. Individual here, Robertson, Art Ross, and the Hart. Makes sense. Branstrom there with his 3rd Norris in 4 years. Like, that's incredible. Yamamoto there with the Lady Bing. And Gibbons, Calder, Zegras, Conn Smythe. That's why he's on the Flames now. That Erliden guy did get the Vezina, along with William Jennings. Ferraro, Masterton. Capitals coach Jack Adams. This is probably the hardest trophy to win in the game, honestly, just because not often that you have a bad team and make the playoffs and then they give it to you. Fantilli, Selke. Robertson also got the Ted Lindsay and then Maurice Richard. Huge year for him. AHL-wise, I don't think we won the division, so not going to have any team awards there. Tyson Jost, most points and MVP. Kobayashi there, most goals. Christensen, best rookie. Seth Jones now in the AHL, best defenseman. Logan Thompson, best goalie. Interesting. Carlson there was on our AHL team for a bit. Sportsmanship, okay. Sorokin, lowest goals against. He's on the Marlies now. That's kind of crazy. So before this ends, guys, I do want to take a look at that record book, see if we were able to set any. Obviously, the Canucks, it's going to be pretty tough to beat any Sedin records. We'll double check. Petey actually closing on Henrik Sedin's point record there, 1,070. He's at 976. Definitely, if he plays 2 more years for us, he's going to beat it. That's like 50 points a year, which he's obviously doing better than, and that's in less seasons as well. Even assists, Quinn Hughes is 200 away. If he stays with us, could definitely pass it. Goalie, nowhere close to Luongo stats. Petey as well, what is that, 41 goals back at Daniel Sedin. So if Petey stays with his team for 3-4 more years, I think he'd be setting a bunch of all-time records. I'll take a look at season runs here. Does not look like we set any, which kind of sucks. Henrik Sedin's 112 points. I was really hoping we could beat that, or at least, maybe the assists 83, goals 60. Now, rookie records here, Monte did have the most goals with 39. Also, Huxley, their goalie, most wins and shutouts. In terms of game records, Monte also had most goals there with 5, and he was our first draft pick, so pretty cool to see him having success. In terms of the entire NHL, Ovi there actually had most games played, more than Marlowe. Connor Hellebuck for the goalie, that seems... I don't think he would have that many. I think that's a glitch. Ovi there destroys Gretzky's goal record. Matthews is actually 4th. Points all time, you got Crosby at number 4. Ovi at number 2, he just played so long. Crosby number 3 on assists. Wins there, you got Fleury at number 2. Shutouts, I don't see anybody. 50-goal seasons. Ovi finished with 11. 100-point seasons. You got McDavid there at 9. Closing in on Lemieux, but still pretty far behind Gretzky. Usually he has more than that, probably because cement in here was set to medium. So that is it, guys, for this Vancouver Canucks franchise mode series. It was one that was just, filled with a lot of unluck, I would say. Obviously, we hired a new coach, so I'm not sure. We did win a President's Trophy 1 year. That should be on here. Of course, too, we made, 1 Stanley Cup final. Did never win the Jack Adams, unfortunately, though. And we did win a Calder Cup, but it obviously wouldn't have been him. Was it this AHL coach we won it with? No, we actually have a new AHL head coach there. So the awards aren't shown, but we know we got them. Like I said, guys, very disappointed we couldn't win a Stanley Cup with this team. I really thought after that first round against the Avalanche, it was like destiny, because craziest first round ever, but apparently not. So we can look at the retired players here. One last time, Gabe Landeskog, JT Miller, kind of funny, Nylander, Buchnevich. Do we have any other Canucks legends retiring in this final year? I do not see any. Kuzmenko there, I guess. He actually played pretty well for us. Goalies, Hellebuck and Vasilevsky in the same year. That's pretty nuts. So that is going to do it for this series, guys. Even though we couldn't win a Stanley Cup, I still hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave the thumbs up. If you guys forget, the next series is going to be the Edmonton Oilers, but I'm not going to have that one out until my new roster is out, which should be out within the week, hopefully. A bit more work to do on it. I'm really excited for you guys to see that, and then after it's out, I'll get started with the Edmonton Oilers franchise series. Hopefully, kind of a bit better luck than we've had here with the Canucks. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this one, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit the sub button down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.